morning, it's Mark Leibovit. It's Monday, August 31st, and this is a Leibovit VR tutorial here on TradeStation. You're looking at the home page of vrtrader.com, and we do offer a number of services there. We'll get to that later in the recording. Here at TradeStation, we offer the Mark Leibovit volume reversal indicators. There are three versions of the VR, which is first sequential, which posts all positive and negative VRs. That's what I show on these videos. We have the directional version, which filters out repetitive volume reversals and provides a stop. And we have a 2-day version, which is based on the premise that following a positive or negative volume reversal, you tend to get movement in the direction of the volume reversal for a couple trading days. So we created a 2-day version. Well, billionaire investor George Soros, who has demonized fossil fuels for years through his think tanks and political contributions, seems to have warmed up to big coal, and now that those stocks appear cheap, the left-wing hedge fund legend has raised eyebrows with major purchases of stocks in two large coal companies, firms his critics say he helped bring to their knees. While buying low is the hallmark of any shrewd investor, buying coal goes against the political and environmental ideology Soros has long espoused. Obama's global warming hoax has hurt domestic coal production, as you know. Soros bought 1 million shares of Peabody Energy BTU, which we'll show in a moment, and also it was selling for around $90 a share when Obama became president, and now is just over $1 a share, trading over $2. Soros also reportedly bought about 500,000 shares of Arch Coal, which is on the screen, is also greatly undervalued. Soros presumably will sell these stocks for a hefty future profit. The rally got underway immediately when Arch Coal announced that an extension of its negotiations with bondholders. Then investors discovered that Soros Fund Management recently bought ACI shares and BTU shares. Meanwhile, at vrtrader.com, we traded ACI and BTU this past week due to the formation of positive volume reversals and a rising stochastic, which you're looking at here on the screen. So let's look at ACI here. This is a daily chart. Positive volume reversal was formed here around the 17th of the month. Let's put up the data window so you get the exact date. We get the data window up here. So let's see here, this date here is the 17th, that's correct, August 17th. We actually generated one here back on July 30th at a rising 533 stochastic. Until we took out this 50-day moving average, you didn't know if this thing was real or not, and it really started to gain some momentum here this past week, and we jumped in, basically making almost 3-4 points. I think it was 4 points in the play as it just exploded to the upside here. And you can see we're above the 50, approaching the 200, which is the green moving average. Just out of curiosity, if you go back here and look at the monthly chart, you can see how cheap this stock is. It's $400 a share. Back here in April 29, 2011, and we go way back here, and this is June 30, 2008. So you can see that it really has come down. And we had a key reversal here on the monthly chart as well, coming to the end of the month. So that's positive, which means you should see some further upside follow through. How much is difficult to say with the stock down this much, whether it's really a turn or just some short covering or some speculation on the part of traders seeing Soros at work. That's obviously a tough call here. Putting up the BTU, just out of curiosity, this is Peabody, and we're going to look at the monthly chart here first. Oh, this is a daily chart. You can see here, oh, this is the monthly chart. You can see here, what, $73 a share back on April 2011, and if we page back here a little bit, it was $88 a share back in June 30th, 2008. So not as dramatic here with no key reversal pattern here on the chart, but we do have a rising stochastic. But let's look at the daily chart. Beat there from TradeStation. Well, we have nice positive volume reversals here. You can see going on for several weeks. We had positive volume reversal on August 5th. We had another positive volume reversal August 7th. Positive volume reversal here on August 19th. Positive volume reversal here on the 27th. On Thursday, has been trending higher above its 50-day moving average, moving toward that 200-day moving average. So a lot going on here in that sector. So I want to bring those to your attention here and how the rising stochastic end of VR was confirming the event in an area that has been basically beaten down to next to nothing. So that just shows you there's a lot of potential here. Speaking of potential, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletters. We have our silver platinum letter, which covers specific recommendations on the platinum, our VR gold letter, which covers all natural resources, our VR forecaster, our vice letter, which covers cannabis stocks as well as other stocks in that sector, alcohol, tobacco, and gaming, and so forth. Don't forget about our book, The Trader's Book of Volume, where I go into a whole slew of volume indicators. It's really an encyclopedia of volume indicators, but we do have some discussion of my volume reversal. And finally, if you haven't tuned in, my Wall Street Raw radio show is on gcnlive.com every Saturday morning, and it is in the process of being syndicated. So tune in to gcnlive.com, and you can hear the show that's archived as well if you haven't had a chance to check in. So thanks for checking in here. We'll get back to you on our next update.